Namaskar, my friends. I am Gajendra Pancholi, your friend and your mentor, and welcome to Daily Skill Dose. Imagine you are sitting in an interview and the interviewer asks, tell me about a difficult situation you faced at your work. What would you answer? What would you say there? This is a behavioral interview, and many candidates struggle with it. They either tell a very long story, blame someone else, or simply say, I did not remember any such kind of difficult situation, or I did not have any difficult situation in my work. But there is much better way to answer it. Today, I will show you a simple technique that can help you answer this type of question very clearly, confidently, and professionally. And as always I say, you don't need to remember all this. Everything is written because the key points and sample answers are given in the description. So don't worry. So let's begin part one. Why do interviewers ask this? Why they ask this type of question? When an interviewer asks about difficult situation, they are not necessarily interested in the problem itself. They want to know and they want to understand how do you handle pressure. It is very important thing. How do you solve problem? How do you communicate with other people? And most importantly, what did you learn from the experience? So don't focus only on the problem. Focus on how you handle it. Now part two. Use the STAR technique, STAR method. Now what is STAR? A very useful way to answer behavioral questions is the STAR method. STAR means S for situation, T for task, A for action, and R for result. Now let's understand it with a simple example. Part 3. Situation. First, briefly describe the situation. For example, in my previous job, I was working on an important project with a very tight deadline. Keep it short. Don't spend much time, only 2 minutes, explaining the background. Part 4. Task. Next, explain your responsibility. For example, I was responsible for coordinating with different team members and ensuring that the project was completed on time. Now the interviewer understands your role. Now part 5. Action. This is the most important part. Explain what you did. For example, I divided the work into smaller tasks, prioritized the most urgent activities, and communicated regularly with the team to identify and resolve problems. Not resolve problem, but resolve problems quickly. Notice that you are talking about your actions. You are showing problem solving, communication, and leadership skills. Now, part 6 result. That is most important. Finally, explain the outcome. For example, as a result, we completed the project on time and met the required objectives. If you have a measurable result, even better. For example, we completed the project 2 days before the deadline. That is a very good answer. A clear result makes your answer much stronger. Now, part 7. What did you learn? If appropriate, add one final sentence. The experience taught me the importance of planning, communication, and staying calm under pressure. Now we have a complete answer. What not to do? That is very important thing. There are 3 common mistakes. Number 1. What is that? Blaming someone else. Don't say the problem happened because my manager did not support me. Focus on what you did. Mistake number 2. Giving a very long story. Keep your answer focused. Mistake number 3. Talking only about the problem. No. Remember, the interviewer wanted to know how you handle it. The simple formula is, so remember, star. Star means S for situation, T task, A for action, R for result, and if possible, finish with what did I learn. This simple structure can help you answer many behavioral interviews. What is the conclusion now? So friends, the next time an interview asks, tell me about a difficult situation you faced at work. What will you do? Don't panic. Think about a real situation. Use the star method, and focus on your action, results, and learning. Remember, a difficult situation is not just a problem to describe. It is an opportunity to demonstrate how you solve the problems. If you found today's lesson useful, please like this video, subscribe to Daily Skill Dose, and share it with your someone who is preparing for an interview. I am Gajendra Pancholi, your friend and mentor. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.